Hey guys, it's your girl Ashley. If you're new to my channel, what's up? If you aren't subscribed, what is you waiting for? Hit that bell button. It is free 99. Just hit that bell button. But I'm just gonna get this off my chest off. I'm just gonna start this off by saying I got this idea from James Charles. He went ahead and posted a video trying to find his right shade because, you know, all these shady girls be hating and be telling him stuff because he's not wearing the right shade of foundation. But let me tell you something, okay? 99% of women or men, whoever wears makeup, 99% of people who wear makeup, that sounds better, have the wrong shade of foundation. Honestly, foundation, I feel like it's one of the tricky things of makeup. It's like really hard to find that right shade. Not only that, but like let's say you finally discovered the right shade for you in this brand. Just because you're ivory in this brand doesn't mean you can be ivory in the next brand. Like every brand has different undertones and the way that they do their formulas is just very different. So it's hard. It really is a tricky thing to do, and I feel like y'all went very overboard with the James Charles. I know you guys have seen these pictures, and I know it looks a little bit crazy, but if you think about it, oh my God, so many women or so many men who have long hair can cover their necks, can cover their ears, so you can't really see that big difference. Now, being, getting a foundation that's a little darker than you, like a little tannish, you can kind of, it's a little doable when you can cover your neck, your ears, and all of that. But if you don't, then obviously you can really tell. But it's kind of a tricky thing again because, like, for example, me. I'm kind of even. If you kind of just look at me a little bit, you'll be like, okay, she's kind of even. But I'm really a little different. So my face, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but my face, it's a very pinky reddish. I have like a very like red here in my cheeks, around here. You guys can see I have like some little bit acne or old acne scars. I have big pores. You guys can see there's a redness going on. But if you look at my chest here a little bit, it's a little bit more tanner. Specifically in the summer is when it gets super tan. But my arms are hella white. So if you notice this is way lighter than my actual face and my chest. Now my legs, don't even get me started because those are pale, baby. They're pale. But as you guys can see, like, oh my God, look at that difference right there. Chest, and then more when it gets down to my breast over here, it's like lighter. I don't know if the camera's gonna capture that or not, but it is. So it's a very tricky thing, and I thought it would just be interesting for me to go ahead and try out the foundations that I have already. You know, I don't got that James Charles money, honey, so I'm not gonna go and be spending all this crazy amounts of money to try to find my right shade. But I thought it would be funny to test what I already have purchased. So here I have, they don't fit all in my hand. Oh, there it is. Here I have these 13 foundations that I'm going to be trying out and seeing if they're similar or, yeah, if they're the right shade for me, technically. So let's get started. I'm going to test out these foundations on my face, on my chest, as well as my arms here. Then I'm going to let them sit for a little bit and then see if there's any oxidation or anything like that. Because I feel like we have 3 different colors going on. Pinkish undertone. We got a little bit warmer over here, and then we have like way paler. I feel like this is the lightest part of my, you can say, body. And sometimes people, when they go and buy foundation, they try to test it on their wrist and their arm, and it's like, no, please don't do that. So the first foundation here that I'm going to be trying is the L'Oreal. This is the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I am testing this out to make a review, so stay tuned for that. But this is in the color 420. This is in the shade True Beige. So let's get a little shake because then y'all gonna be saying y'all didn't shake it. So here we are. So I'm just gonna squirt a little bit. Oh, I didn't get a mirror. Give me one moment. So the next foundation is this Cover FX Natural Finish Foundation. This is in the shade G20, which on here it says it's fair to light skin with a pink undertone. So what's funny is growing up, even until now, I don't want a foundation that has a pink undertone just because, like, I know that my face is pink, but it doesn't mean the rest of my body is pink too, you know? So I try to avoid getting pink foundations, but let's see. There's this one. Ooh, if you look at it, it looks so yellow, but I don't know. It's still doable. It kind of looks still doable, right? This is why it's really hard to, like, find out what works for you. Next foundation is this Pacifica All Light Clean Foundation. Super cute. I still haven't really tried this. I actually got this when I went to the makeup show and I found it was going to be new. So I was like, ooh, I need to buy that because I want to try it out and do a review, but I still haven't. But this is in the color 33NL, which is a neutral light. So a quick little shake if there's anything to move in there. And I'm just going to squirt some out on here. This is interesting. Next, I have the YSL All Hours Foundation, and this is in the shade B20, which is ivory. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, that looks so light. I feel like that's the lightest foundation yet. Oh my gosh. Next, we have the Tarte Double Duty Foundation. You know, this is a very goodie. This is in the color Light Neutral. What I love about this is the fact that it has a little applicator, which is awesome. Gotta love that. So let's dab that here. And let's put some, oh, I feel like I'm starting to just remember where's what, please. Okay, let's see. Like if y'all really gonna be able to tell me, you know, it's kind of hard. Gotta remember, gotta do stuff by myself. Next is the Too Faced Born This Way Foundation, another goodie, and this is in the color Almond, and I just feel like this is gonna be like super off, but we'll see. I don't know. It's just really hard, you know. It's really hard to figure out like your shade. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. It's really hard to figure out your shades whenever you go to Sephora, MAC, Ulta, because the lighting there is just not the best. Next foundation is the Laura Geller Filter First Luminous Foundation, and this is in the color Buff. Now, if you guys notice, most of the foundations that I have a pump. Like, I love a pump. I just feel like I'm not wasting too much product. It's just way easier to maneuver, I just feel like. But that's the shade. Now, I know you guys are probably like, why are you doing this? Like, of course your foundations are going to match. But it's like, well, if you really think about it, if you really want to throw that shade at James Charles, it's because you are trying to say that we need to have the perfect foundation shade. And that's kind of hard. Because all these kind of look similar. But you can tell there's some that would fit better than others. So, I don't know what's up with me today doing all these, like, faces. But what's up? Now I have the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. That's a really long name for a foundation, yo. But this is in the color 1.05, and this is Skin Tone Fair Undertone Warm Olive. I love the fact that it's very detailed about like what shade it is and all. But that's interesting. Warm Olive. I feel like I want to put them where you guys can kind of see it face to face, because like I have to do this for you guys to kind of see it, and that's not really helpful. So I'm just going to kind of put it on here. I think I'm just going to do it like right here. So remember that this one's first now instead of the L'Oreal one. Next, we have my very favorite foundation at the moment, which is the Dior Skin Forever. This is in the shade 014, which I have no idea what that means because it doesn't say anything else. It just says shake well, but it doesn't say anything else. So let's just shake very well. I'm going to put this on my nose. I just feel like it'll just be way easier. I'm just going to put the Dior right here on this. Oh my god, that looks so light. Next, we have the Dior Backstage Foundation. And now this is in the shade 1W, which I'm assuming probably means like one warm or so. So let's shake this baby up. So this one's supposed to be kind of like the MAC Studio, like this one, the Face and Body, which we're trying out after. I'm going to go ahead and apply this right here. Oh, that was a lot. I didn't mean to. Sorry. Because it's kind of very runny, so we're applying that there. So next, the MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. Now this one's in the color C1. So what's funny is a Dior one is 1W. So I got that one warm, but I got this one in cool. So that's kind of interesting. I'm just going to put it in the center. Like that. Sorry I'm doing that look. I was just trying to figure out if it was going to run down or not. But I'm just going to put this over here. Now I have the very popular MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is in the color NC20. Now, MAC specifically, I feel like has, like, it's a nice warm setting. Like, I mean, their lighting is kind of nice when you walk in. But when it comes to, like, trying to find the right shade, I feel like MAC has, like, the worst lighting of it all. But I'm going to apply this here. On camera, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's super orangey and yellow right off the bat. Like, I don't know. I mean, I honestly went in there trying to see if I can find the right shade, but it's kind of hard, especially when you go already with, like, a full face of makeup. You got that bronzer and everything, so it makes you look even warmer. So, it's a hard thing to do. The thing is, like, here is darker than my face, but this is lighter than my face, but I don't know. I mean, I have really no more room right now, so I think I'm just gonna put it here. This next foundation is one of my favorites right now too, which is the Hourglass Stick Foundation. It's a creamy foundation, which is very interesting because I hardly ever really like cream foundations. Now, this is in the color Warm Ivory. I kind of know that this one might not be the perfect shade for me, but you know, YOLO. I'm gonna put this here so you guys can see it. Put this here. So, I've been chilling for a little bit and let's just talk. So I know that there's not like maybe a drastic change, but there's definitely different undertones, especially if you look here and if you look here. I don't know if the camera's going to capture or not, but from what I'm looking right now, this is interesting. So let me break it down for you. On the face, so on this side, we had the L'Oreal, the Cover FX, Pacifica. This is the YSL, Tarte, Born This Way, Laura Geller, Smashbox. This is the Dior. This is the Face and Body from MAC. This is the MAC, what is it called again? The MAC Studio Fix. And then this is the Hourglass. That's what's on my face right now. Now, when we come down to the body, you'll see that this one is the L'Oreal, which this one actually looks like it matches my tan just a little bit on this section, but then it wouldn't match anything else. Like, do you see how my tan is just like right there, but then it gets light again when you go down? It's a struggle. So, L'Oreal, then Cover FX, Pacifica, YSL, Tarte, Born This Way, Laura Geller, Smashbox. Then this is the Dior. So what was funny is that I feel like Dior kind of looks pretty good on my face, which is where my nose is. Now, because it has a little hint of pink undertone, I feel like it matches, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It's like, I like it. I mean, I've been using it. I really like it, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that one's kind of close, kind of good. I don't know. This is hard. I need you guys to tell me, but I feel like it looks good here, but it looks so bad on my chest. Like, it looks pink. Doesn't look that good on here. But anyway, that's the Dior Forever. This is the Dior Backstage. This is the MAC Face and Body. And then here we have the MAC Studio Fix and then the Hourglass foundation. So the Hourglass actually doesn't look that bad on my neck, but you can still notice like the difference, and it will look kind of bad like here and right? I don't know. This doesn't look as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, in general, obviously I thought all of these looked okay. I mean, I bought them all. But I definitely noticed a huge... That Dior one is tripping me out of how pink. That's the only one that I have that looks so pink versus all the other ones. If you notice, I typically go for like warm yellow undertones versus more pinky undertones for that reason. Like, look at that. Look how... I don't like that look on me, but I do like the way it looks on here on my face. But you know what's trippy? So this is what I'm talking about. If you use your wrist or your arm to go ahead and tell you what foundation shade you're, girl, you tripping. Look at this. None of these foundations really match my arm. None of them. They all look too warm, too dark. Like, look at that. That obviously looks very different than what I have on my face right now. This kind of looks like, okay, kind of doable. No, this is not doable at all. Like, look at that. It's just, isn't that crazy? So please, do not use your wrist and arm to try to figure out what foundation shade you are. Use your chest or your face. Something like that. Let me know down below. Which one do you think is the closest to it? Let me know. Pick a number. Pick a shade. I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat to see little previews of what I'm filming and all the goody good stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I definitely found this to be a shocker. Like, this is actually kind of interesting. I mean, I bought all of these, but they all kind of have a different kind of undertone. I realized that I tend to go for more like warms and yellows. But again, don't judge somebody if they have the wrong shade, girl. You worry about wiping your butt, okay? Don't you worry about anybody else's business. If they ain't asking for your help, then do not put your 2 cents in it. It's that simple. It's a hard thing. It really is a hard thing. It's like, what do I do? My face will never match my chest. My chest will never match my face. My arm will never match my face. It's a very hard life, okay? But anyways, thank you so much for watching. And I will shade you next time. What was this about? I don't know, okay? I'm over it.